Hello. Now, how y'all doing? First off, I'm here. Some of you may know it's my second year with the Americans Diabetes Association, and I felt like I had a real good time last year, and I think that some of the things that I learned about it as I look further into diabetes and working with the association, I was able to even upgrade my lifestyle. So I'm all for it this second year, and I feel like this is it has a great purpose, and I'll be here for many years to come if they allow me to. But the purpose is to get the word out about diabetes and help people who may be going through it, who might not have the resources to look up and even know what they're going through, or they might be too ashamed to even let people know what they're going through, or it might even have the means to go to the doctor and get checked up. So I'm just here trying to urge people to take their health into their own hands.
So you talked about your grandfather, and now this is your second year, and you talked about some of the things that you've learned through this representation. What specifically have you learned here now from year one to year two?
I wouldn't say learn, but I noticed, I was speaking about eating healthy and exercise, and I get a lot of exercise, obviously with me playing football, but the eating healthy part was a part that I didn't tackle full surface in my life until actually last year, until I realized that with my grandfather dying from diabetes, that I might be pre-exposed to have an opportunity of getting that same condition. So I wanted to change my lifestyle also, so I hired a chef full-time, not just in the off season, and it's worked out great, man. I've trimmed down about 35 pounds, and I feel great.
We talked to you in the preseason about your changing eating habits. Have you been able to maintain them? I think you just kind of answered that. And what kind of benefits have you seen from eating more healthily and avoiding Whataburger at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Unfortunately, Whataburger isn't in Virginia, but nah, man, the losing the excess weight, I mean, it helps me in every facet of my life. I'm able to recover quicker. My joints doesn't ache as much. I'm in the 12th week of the season, and opposed to banging my knee off the ground, I feel great. I feel like I move faster. Obviously, my wind is a lot better with taking the weight off. So I mean, it's helped me tremendously, man.
You mentioned your knee there. How did it feel today? I don't think you did a whole lot in practice. Do you think you'll be able to play Sunday as well?
Definitely.
What is the sense of urgency like in that locker room from what you feel, what you gather from guys, you guys' mindset as you're heading towards this game Jay kind of described as a one-game season?
Yeah, I think Coach got the message across to the guys that it is a one-game season, which, I mean, it might not be that way, but we have to approach it that way in order to achieve what we want to achieve. Obviously, we have a dogfight coming up Sunday. Every division game is, so the sense of urgency is key, and it has to be there in order for us to do what we want to do and what we set out to do.
Why do you guys play so much better at home, you think? And does that kind of help you guys this week, next week, as you guys have divisional games that are at home?
It's hard to answer that question. You go into a game, you can't foreshadow going in and turn the ball over 5 times and playing as bad as we did. I'm not sure if it's a road thing or if it's a home thing. I just think it's hard to win with 5 turnovers. We've had performances like that at home, so it's not to say that it's just a home or away thing.
Trent, back to this. I know you have a lot of young children in your family, children of your own that you're wrapped around their finger, but are they getting to the age now where you can tell them about your grandfather and diabetes and they understand and you can impact their lives that way?
Not yet. I think my 6-year-old, she's getting around to it, to be able to comprehend what diseases are and how it affects people. But right now I'm using popsicles as my negotiation tactic to get them to go to sleep or do whatever. So I can't say that I am yet.
You said you lost 30 to 35 pounds in the offseason, so how concerned were you that might have been too much to play offensive tackle in the NFL?
I was concerned a lot, actually. I haven't weighed as little as 312, 311, 315 since maybe my sophomore year in college. So of course I was kind of worried about how stout I could be with losing that much weight. My strength was still there. I haven't lost any strength, but I was worried, but I'm not worried anymore. Obviously, I figured out that it was the best choice for me, and it was a healthy choice, and I think it can help me out. When I'm done with football, now I know how to go about life and how to eat healthy and how to preserve my health.
And then along that offensive line, since Corey went down at the center spot, you guys have had some missed assignments. You had some snap counts that get missed. Is the communication, and I know Josh hasn't played a ton of center, and so that might be part of it, but is the communication stepped down a level, and how are you guys working, if it has, to get it back to where it needs to be?
I wouldn't say it stepped down a level, but it is tough with having a guy who isn't a natural center, a guy who's just moved over to center from guard. It is. To be a center, you have to be wide a certain way. So, the miscommunication, it has come back and bit us in the tail a couple times. But there's no excuse. We're all grown men. We're all professionals, and when you have an assignment, your only job is to get that assignment done.
Trent, it's a year away, but what are your thoughts on the Redskins traveling to London next year to play a game and possibly two next year?
I guess it's exciting. I don't know. I'm not a big out-the-country guy. We could play all the games here on, stateside. I'd be ecstatic. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm open to new things.
Have you been outside? Have you been overseas or?
No, never been overseas. Definitely not. That's it. All righty.